feels like it was just yesterday that I was unveiling the GTR build and it went from like that to this. And now we're on to this. I've been dropping hints for a while now.
For the neon green color and the labeling, I love this color. I want a car in this color.
Freddie took a break to tune his Lambo. It is so cool, man. I gotta get me one of those.
Even though doorless cars are super in right now, not a lot of people guessed I'd get a lime green Huracan, but I did. Let me show you guys around. I really hope you guys are as excited as I am. This is the start of the most insane build that BS Build has ever dreamed up. And keep in mind that the 240Z just started with like 2 pieces of metal. I'm gonna tell you all about it, but before that, a word from our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by Honey. Honey is a free shopping tool that automatically searches the internet for the best promo codes when you buy something online. It works on over 30,000 different sites. I use it on sites like Tire Rack, like Skillshare, Razor, Newegg, the list goes on and on and on. I've been using Honey for a few years now and I have it installed on every single computer that I own. The savings have been insane. Honey works on the majority of the sites that I shop on to buy stuff for the show. Like eBay is a huge one and I've saved an insane amount of money. One crazy thing is the people that have clicked our link in the description since we've started Honey, the B is for Build crew that have installed Honey, we have collectively saved $149,000. That's enough to buy a Lamborghini. That's crazy. That's an average savings of over like 56 bucks per person. So guys, if you haven't already, go get Honey today, not just for the insane savings, but also because of the massive support that they give creators like myself. I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart. Without sponsors like Honey, this type of insanity just absolutely would not be possible. So guys, go install it today. It's just 2 clicks to install. You go to joinhoney.com/build, click once, click twice, and you have it installed. There's no reason not to install this thing. Again, guys, either click the link in the description or go to joinhoney.com/build and install Honey today. Now, let me show you about the details of the Huracan. So this bad boy right here is my 2017 Huracan, which I would probably call a Huracan because it is hilarious. I love this car already. This is what I would call show-off trim. This is the spec that I would choose if I was buying this car myself, and since I did buy this car myself, although I didn't get to choose the spec, anywho, convertible, it's the Spider Edition, and it's the rear-wheel drive version, not the all-wheel drive version, because donuts are fun. And I learned on the GTR, you're not supposed to do a lot of all-wheel drive donuts or things get mad. Part of the reason this car was so damn expensive is because it's got super low miles. It's only got 7,360 miles. Well, that's not super low for Lamborghini, but you know what I mean. The car does start. I will show you guys what it sounds like in a minute. It's super amazing. There's $1,000 sitting in it, and you guys could win this $1,000 by subscribing to the channel. Check out the end of the video for those details. It's totally free to enter. And I guess now we should probably talk about the glaring issue of like, yeah, the car's been crashed. Let me jump into the details of that a little bit. When I was doing research on this car online, I saw some pictures of the damage before the body panels were pulled off. The car was hit in this area right here is the majority of the damage that I have found. But there's also markings on this wheel. There's a gouge taken out right here and another bigger chunk over here. And in my experience, when a chunk is taken out of a wheel that badly, there's normally more underlying issues. But I don't know about them because I haven't jumped into this car yet. And then the story behind this car was this was sent from one repair shop to the next repair shop to the next repair shop before they decided, you know what, we might get more money auctioning it off, and then they decided to auction it off. The online bidding for this car was interesting and it was definitely a huge range of emotions. What happened was I had decided I needed to buy a pretty good condition one of these cars for just the most insane project that I've ever done, and I needed to buy it quickly. So I was bidding on this car and it was very expensive, as they are, and it went just, I was neck and neck. You can see right here, I'm neck and neck with another guy. and it just creeps right over $100,000. And I found out that my account had a $100,000 bidding limit on it, and I was no longer allowed to bid. And another guy just hops in at just over $100,000 and just won the auction from me.
Bid limit exceeded, my account caps at 100K.
So I was pretty heartbroken because I was in love with the trim of this car, and this was exactly the one I wanted. And I was upset that my account had this weird thing going on. So I called Copart, and for top dollar cars like this, they have some personal people that manage a lot of this stuff. And sometimes, you know, things like this happen. So they said, yeah, that was an error in the system that really shouldn't have happened to you. And then so we kind of just proceeded in like a personal verbal bidding between myself and the guy that won to continue going with the insurance company that owned the car. And I was like, I'm in it for 115. And the other guy said, no, I'm not in it for 115. So I ended up paying 115,000 when I probably would have just won the auction for like 102, 103. It seemed like he was about done bidding, but Lamborghini. So I did basically overbid myself and end up paying a little bit more than I should have at 115,000 for this car. But it being a 2017 and it only having 7,000 miles, it does give me a lot of room to either make a little bit of money, or at the very least, it'll be very easy to break even on this car, repair it, use it, enjoy it, love it, and then when I sell it, I could definitely break even. So getting back into the damage stuff, basically the wreck was 100% centered around this area right here. It bounced from shop to shop in Las Vegas. I know the story because I asked the people that used to own this car. I got in contact with them. It bounced around from shop to shop in Vegas where they kept kind of pulling stuff. They kept kind of pulling parts off, like the front bumper covers off, you know, the fender, wheel well, side skirts, all that stuff. Those parts were coming off, and basically some shop in Vegas has all those parts for this car just sitting around, which totally sucks. I don't have them. And it got hit right here. You can see that they did the metal repair right here. This is aluminum, and then we have a little bit of body filler right here. So that's been partially repaired. When it got hit right here, it has this anti-roll or this rollover protection beams that come up from right here. So if you roll over, you don't get your head chopped off. So those shot up, which then doesn't allow the soft top to actuate at all anymore. So it's been under plastic for a long time. The driver's airbag and the passenger airbag did not go off, and the seat airbag did go off, which is interesting because I'm learning about these things. You can't buy that part from Lamborghini. You have to buy a whole new seat. But I found a way to get one of those. So this seat, I do believe, is repairable. If I talk to a professional, I think that's a seam right there. You can, I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know if the cameras, that's actually a seam right there, and that's a seam right there. So this thing only ripped on the seams. So somebody that is a master seamstress could put this thing back together. The game plan for this car is to go back to, as far as safety wise, we're gonna repair all the airbags. As far as the body wise, we're gonna have all of the, you know, the standard Huracan body parts going back to this car. I really want to build this car. We're gonna do some light customization to make it look a little bit cooler, you know, maybe like front lips and different aero stuff, and I have different wheels. I had to get new wheels because these are messed up. Some of that stuff is coming, but the really important part for this car is to get it back and functioning with the safety wise and all of the drivability wise to 100% OEM, 100% stock. So what that does mean on this build is there's going to be a little bit less fabrication, a little bit less of me building custom parts, a little bit less of me kind of DIYing, and a little bit more kind of OEM, you know, kind of damage repair, sourcing parts for cheap, and that type of stuff. Over on this side, if you just look at it from like right here, it's yeah, we got a perfectly good Huracan. There's really no damage that I can see over here. One thing I was really interested in, like just kind of blew me away, is when you look at the, like, watch the lights bounce off of the finish on this car. If you look at the amount of orange peel that's on a Lamborghini here, like, that's not an amazing paint job from factory. I was very, very surprised. I've never driven a Lamborghini except for Tavares's Lamborghini, which is more of a monster than a Lamborghini, and I've never even really seen one up close that much, so it's pretty insane for me to buy one and then be like, you know, figuring it all out first time. There's an engine under here. I can't get at it because that's stuck, and I think that's got to, you know, so that's gonna be one of the first things that we work on, is getting those things out of there so we can have them rebuilt, but also so we can like get into the engine side and look at stuff. But at 7,000 miles, I mean, it barely even needs its first oil change. Other than the exploded seat and the lack of a door, like I said, doorless cars are in right now. The interior is pretty great. I mean, it's so beautiful. It was raining when we pulled it in here, but it's just such a beautiful car, the way it's designed in the interior. Neon green stitching to match the exterior color. You guys got mad at me for not painting door jambs on cars. Imagine you guys yelling at me for not changing the stitching color. And yeah, if anybody's got a door panel that's got the lime green stitching on it, I really need one. Driver's side, please. Another one of the coolest things about this car that I love is how it sounds. So let me pop open that door for some ventilation. We'll turn it on. I'll show you how it sounds. This is also super cool, but will probably get super annoying after a while. I think my key battery is low. I was gonna do my first small repair, and you can see it says key not recognized. Well, you can't see that, but it does. I was gonna do my first repair, but I forgot to buy the battery. So you gotta put the key like right here, and then hit the start button. There we go. Cold start. It's so loud, it just immediately does that. So, it's my Huracan. I'm very happy about it. I'm guessing a lot of you guys are kind of thinking like, wait man, this isn't really like that damaged and that's a really expensive car. Did you just like go complete sellout mode and go crazy and just spend a bunch of money to have a nice thing and not BS for build it? And the answer is kind of. I'm just kidding. The answer is no, but the reasoning behind it is so crazy. I don't even think a lot of people are really gonna grasp onto it, but I wanna just lightly touch on it. You guys remember when I pulled up with like an M5 and I was like, we're gonna build another M5 and try to troll everybody, and then I pulled up with a 240Z and said, we're gonna smash these two things together, and then everybody was excited. That's kind of what this is, but in a little bit of a different way. We need this Lamborghini to be able to do our next build that is going to be our crazy SEMA build, that is going to be a one-of-a-kind car that I just hope blows everybody's socks off at SEMA. We need this car to be able to use it to do measurements, to do molding, to do grafting, to do a lot of things. I'm not going to be able to build my budget Lamborghini without first having this Lamborghini and building it right back up to stock. So that's kind of where this is I needed to buy this car and I need to rebuild this car back to 100% factory and utilize it, and then I can decide to either keep it or sell it. So this car is obviously awesome and I would love to be able to keep it, but I'm not sure if financially I can afford to do that. But we'll have it for a while, and we're gonna use it to make sure that we can build the most insane SEMA build this year. And that's kind of where this is going. Also, I just wanted to buy a green car to match the St. Patrick's Day giveaway. So if you guys don't know, we are trying to hit 800,000 subscribers by St. Patrick's Day. So it's the 800K by Patty's Day $1,000 giveaway. I'm giving away this $1,000, it's starting to fall apart now, excuse me, phone call. The BMW Z4 is here. Anyways, I'm giving away this $1,000 to one of our subscribers. Now here's how you enter. You gotta be subscribed to the YouTube channel, and then you jump on your phone or your browser or whatever and email me. Email me at enter@bsforbuild.com. Shoot an email to that address and just include your YouTube username. Only once or you get disqualified. And then on St. Patrick's Day, we are going to randomly select someone that has emailed me, and we're gonna give them $1,000. It's that simple. Also, if you're into rebuilds and you're into this type of stuff, this next few months is just gonna be insane. Just think like the 240Z, but in the exotic car world. It's gonna be an amazing process. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you wanna help out and support, we do have merch at bsforbuild.com. I appreciate the hell out of all you guys, and I'll see you on the next one when we start wrenching. Peace!